Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. And guys, this is 10th video in this segment, and in this video we are going to understand how to configure client push installation step by step. And in this we have to follow 4 steps. First of all, we have to create one group policy to close or switch off firewall, enable client push from site setting, then add distribution point to boundary groups, and deploy SSCM client to all the systems. So I will take you through one by one, very simple. So let me show you a few things here. So guys, here I'm using 5 virtual machine. Okay, one will be Active Directory, and the other one will be your SSCM server, and there are a couple of virtual machine for testing purpose. So this is what I'm going to do here. So let me show you. This is my active. Let me show you here. So guys, as you can see here, I have 1 2 3 4 and one more machine is running here. It's bin 7. So I'm running 5 virtual machine here, 1 2 3 4 5, and this is my Active Directory. Okay, and this is SSCM server. This is my other server like VMware, and this is additional domain controller in this Windows 7. Apart from this, I have one client machine which is running on remote, so we can check that also. So let me connect that machine also. So this many machine I have connected for testing purpose. Okay, so here what we have to do, let me introduce you to my wrong password. So guys, here if you are watching my video, this is my Active Directory. Okay, Active Directory domain service I have deployed here, DNS, and first of all I will show you a couple of things here. Like if you go to tools, users and computers, then here you will see like I have created one OU 123 and 123 IND, and there I have one group, couple of servers and system and users. So all are reflecting in my SSCM. In my previous video I showed you how to enable discovery and all, so it is discovering there. Okay, and now this is my SSCM where I have deployed, and these are just testing machine. Okay, so here what I will show you, if you go to C drive of this machine, okay, C drive, and go to Windows. So guys, here you will not see folder which is known as CCM setup. Okay, and one more thing, open task manager. Once we deploy SSCM setup, you will see that process here. Third, open control panel. So you will see SSCM configuration here, configuration manager here. Okay, and you will see all on all the machines, I mean SSCM manager on all the machines in control panel or same kind of thing. If you go to this server also, you won't be able to see this CCM setup because we have not deployed anything as of now. So once deployment is done, you will be able to see. These are just demo purpose, so I'm not using any license. And next thing what you have to do, so it is coming. Okay, this is just for verification. So as you can see here, no, you are not able to see any CC setup like that. Okay, I will show you what does it mean actually. So now in this, what you have to do, first of all I will show you. First of all, what you have to do, the first step is to create one group policy. So guys, policy I have already created. Okay, even you can see this is Windows 10 machine. I just now I connected. This setup is not there, CCM setup. Okay, so we will verify. So first of all, you have to create one group policy on your Active Directory. So if you go to Active Directory, I have already created this. So I will just take you through what you have to do. you have to allow inbound, outbound. You need to create one rule. There you will have to allow three things. If you go to this domain policy itself, I enabled here also, it seems, yes. So you have to allow print, one is print, okay, printer and file, second one is domain service, and third one is WIM. Three things you have to allow: outbound, inbound, and you should apply that policy to your default domain controller. Okay, here if you go, I'm just giving you idea because it takes time, so I have already done it, so I'm just showing you here. If you go inbound rules, there are no items shown. Okay, coming. So as you can see here, I allowed Active Directory domain controller, then file and printing, and then Windows management, WMI. Okay, WMI, Windows management instrumentation. So you have to allow three things in inbound as well as outbound, and you apply it to default domain controller. So this one step I have already done, so I am not going to do here, do once again. So now what you have to do here, enable client push from site setting. So you have to go to your SSCM server for this, and I'm doing this all in server 2019. Okay, so I will show you later on. So you have to go to site, and this is your site configuration, and here site, click on site. Now you will see option client installation setting. Here you have to select this push client installation, and I will show you one more thing. Whatever users and computers I have there in my Active Directory, all users are coming here, showing here, like you can see, like this is Windows 10K machine, this is Windows 7K, this is SSCM, this server itself, and this is VMware. And one thing I will show you here, if you are facing any challenge, you have couple of machines here, but those machines are not showing here. So one thing I will show you here, for example, I have two systems here, one is test and Windows 10 inside this 123 India. So I'm able to see here properly, okay, this 10 and test machine, but I'm running one more machine ADDC. That machine I'm not able to see. What is the reason? The reason is I have not moved that machine to this OU. This is here. So if I move this machine to this OU here, it will then start. I have moved to system, or I can move to server because it is an additional domain controller. So wherever you want, you can move. So you have option. So let me move here, and now if you run, if you go to administration and once again run forest discovery now, so after some time you will see that machine also coming here, reflecting here. So it may take some time. Okay, so what we will do, we will deploy this client from here to this machine, this machine, this machine, this machine, and once that installation is done, we will see here green signal. Okay, so that is the basic motto of this video to create. You should be able to understand. Now what you have to do, you have to go to site. After some time, if we see, you will be seeing that machine also ADDC. It sometimes it takes lots of time because it is totally depend on how good your infra and like that, how much RAM you have in your servers. So once again I'm running this, and let me, that is system discovery. So from here also you can run, okay, and you can run this also, not an issue. And if you go to asset and this, so now ADDC came. Okay, so what you have to do, second step is go to site. For that you need to go to administration, here sites, okay, and just now I showed you push client push installation, and just check mark this, and you can select like configuration managers, site system servers, workstation and servers, and even this one. Okay, and you can select this also, like always install the configuration manager client on domain controllers, and you need to go to account. Here you need to add account. Just click here and new account, because we don't have anything. So here you need to give your administrator username, password for authentication, and then you have to give password. Second thing, I will show you here something. You need to verify. You need to give here path from where that client will be coming. So I gave a name like this, SCCM, and I made a mistake. It is win-sccm, my system name, and give one hyphen, so slash. So as you can see here, couple of things coming. So guys, this SMS 101 is your main database. Okay, from here all the files are stored. That client will be coming from here. So let me show you here. If you search same like win-sccm and slash, you will see this. And if you go to this this folder, open it, you will see like where it went. Not an issue. Let me show you here. You can go directly, not an issue. Go to program and configuration manager. Sorry, not this one. Go to this program file, Microsoft configuration manager. Here that folder is coming here. So from this folder, all the client file will be moving to your client machines. Okay, either from here, basically from here it is depend on bit. So we have to give this path. So what you can do, either you can give this, or you can just give your site, because that will be coming from there only. So whichever you want, like then you will have to share this if you want to give from here. So let's see what is happening. So I'm giving only that SMS 100. Okay, and test connection. So multiple connection to the server shared by username. Okay, it is coming like this. Then what you can do, you can share that path. Then if you do it first time, it will not ask. I think I have already tried, so that is why it is coming. So you can share this path, not an issue. I mean this folder itself. Sharing, share, advance, and go to permission, and everyone you can give full. So you can do it like that also. So let's see now what it is telling. Remove this, and now you can see client also. So you can back. Oh, once again I will add. Okay, you can select, and if you test that, it will come green. Okay, so I'm not deleting it, and just apply it, and okay. And we have done the second step here. Enable client post from site setting. Now add distribution point to boundary groups. So for that you have to go to your distribution group here only. So just minimize it, and distribution group will be here only, this one. So here what you have to do, see, this is property. If you go to property and just verify this boundary, so it is not there, nothing is there, then you will have to add. Okay, go to this first, and if it is available, then okay. If not, then you will have to mount. So just go to this place. This is what one group available, and if you want, you can create one boundary group here, and then in reference, so you can create like IND 001 I'm giving here, and you will have to add this only, and just apply. And this site it will be using, apply. So you can create like that also. And if you go to this now, let's see what it is showing. Property, boundary group. So it is not showing anything, so you can add either this or this, so I'm adding default only, or I can add both. So just apply, and OK. So we have added. Okay, and now what we have to do here, we have to, you can go to property of this also, create group here if you want. So this is not required, and see this, it is showing here. Boundaries also there. If you want, you can create boundary also. For that you can select here any name, like I'm giving, like, you know, bang 001 I gave, and you can select what type. So I'm creating like Active Directory. So we'll see here. So you can map to this and apply. Already existing, so not required this one. Now what you have to do here, we have done the third step also, add distribution point to boundary groups. Now we will deploy SSCM client to all the systems. So for that, what we have to do, this is go to boundary groups one more time. So it is showing you two things. You can go to property and see a couple of things from here, like reference which site it is hitting, and you can check this also. Let's see what it is telling. Reference same, okay, site 00. And now you have to go to all the systems where you want to deploy this. So I'm selecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 virtual machines. Okay, and just right click and install client, or from here also you can install the client. So just give install client. I am showing you guys last step, this one, deploying SSCM client to all the systems. And just select next here, and now you can select always install the client, uninstall if any existing is there, and yes, and install from this site. Install the client software from the specified site. Okay, so we have one site only, and just give next here, and it is done. So now we will verify this. Once this is deployed properly, we will see green check mark here, and it will show you active status. Okay, and as of now nothing. So we have to go to our machines, and we will verify. So first of all, check that this machine itself, because this SSCM is included here. So if you go to task manager, you should see that SSCM process here running. So this setup is running. See, you can see here this setup is running. Okay, it is executing 32-bit. And if you go to Windows, you should see a folder also here, and see, this is coming just now, 2:19 AM it is creating, and it will be taking some files. Files are coming. Similarly, you can verify on other machine also. If you go to this VMware, let's see, as you can see here, 2:19 and one folder is came here. And if you go to task manager, CCM setup is working here. And if you go to ADDC, let's see here what is happening here. Need to log in. So here let me show you. So guys, here also you can check this setup is working, and if you go to drive, you will see setup created by 219. It is just 220 now. If you refresh, it will be 220, because file will be coming continuously. Lots of file will be coming. So once it is done, it will go from here, and you have one more Windows 7 machine here also. It is came 219, and if you check this, SSCM setup is running, CCM setup is running. And let me check that Windows 10 machine that is on remote, this one. So here also you can see 219 one folder came, and you check this here, it should run. CCM setup, this running. So this is how we can deploy, and it will take some time to finish this. Once it is done, we'll have lots of files here, and we will see some more files coming, and all files are coming from which folder? It is coming from this machine, SSCM server, and from here all files are going from here only. Okay, so I'm pausing this video. Once this finished, we'll verify. We'll just click on this. Anywhere you can click devices and refresh. So until that installation is not done, you will not see any sign here. Okay, and that will be your managed you can say devices. It will become managed endpoint. So we have to wait till the time that installation is not done. Hi guys, now I will see the further development in this configuration. I had left all the virtual machine running at night. Now in morning I'm checking. As you can see here, the timing is now 10:36. So let's see what is the progress here, and I will show you one thing. Okay, when I created this, I had not moved this Active Directory to any OU. Okay, like this server OU, this WinAD, this domain controller, but when I paused this video, I moved here. So this will also reflect in SSCM server. So if you go to SSCM server and now refresh this, as you can see here, now it is coming like WinAD also. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 machines now. So at least 5. Let's see how many connecting. This Win10K is down. I have disconnected this machine. So at least we'll see what is the development or whether this implementation is done or not on 5 machines. So just refresh that. Let's see what output is coming. So still no sign here, nothing. It should change actually. It should turn to green. Okay, these PCs. So what we can do this for this, you can once again run discovery, but I will show you lots of things got changed here. Okay, run it and once again go to appliance asset. So as you can see here, now it is turning AD SCC, additional domain controller, and SCCM, and this test means Windows 7. It may take some time, and as you can see here, this is telling you it is active. So all machine will be turning to active and green. The thing is, you should have good speed, a good RAM to your system. So now I'm running with very low RAM, like 1 GB or 2 GB on client machine, so it may not work soon. But we will verify a couple of things from client machine. For example, if we go to Active Directory and once again go to this folder, Windows. Okay, and as you can see here in Windows CCM setup, you can see lots of files are downloading here. And if you go to control panel now, and second thing you can check here, task manager, that process is not showing. That CCM setup process is gone because it has copied all the data. But if you look at this machine, it is not, I mean, it is not completed that the entire data what it should copy from there. So it will show that it's still going on. It is going on. It is depend on the bandwidth. So it will take some time to download, and once this download complete all the files the way downloaded here on this machine like this, that process will go off from here. Okay, and second thing, now if you go to control panel of this machine, and you can see here configuration manager, this came. Okay, if you click on this, you can see the property of configuration manager. It is showing you site 001 and connection type intranet. This is assign management, what is that, point, and XN. Couple of things you can change from here, like XN site. If you see, you can configure it if required, but it is coming site 00. You can change it if you have multiple. And apart from this, general, cache, and you can see component. These are the components coming from that shared drive only. Components means all components got installed here. These are the component, and here the same thing is happening. Components are not downloaded, so that is why it is not done. And once it is done, you will see here also, and this Win7 machine also, it is downloading. I mean, it is getting installed. A couple of component got downloaded components here, and it is installing one by one. So once it is done, here also that process is gone. But if you go to control panel, let's see what it is showing now. So still the configuration manager is not coming, but it will take some time and it will reflect. So only thing is they should come green here. Okay, if they are green, definitely you will be able to see configuration manager. So on Active Directory, additional domain controller, and SCCM, this machine itself, if you go to this machine, you can check configuration manager here. So same thing will be seen here also. And if you go to additional domain controller, here also you can find, go to C drive and Windows, and you can see here setup. Okay, see it is showing today's time now 10:04, because it moved all the file this time, by this time only. And again, if you go to control panel here, you will see configuration manager. So on 3 machine it is reflecting, and 2 machine is going on. And the second thing here, what you can check group policy also, like run rsop.msc. we had deployed one group policy for firewall. So as you can see here, it is calculating, and it will give you info about which policy is applying here. So as you can see here, if you go to client computer configuration, because we had deployed computer configuration policy and property. So as you can see here, I had deployed firewall as well as default domain policy, and you can check mark here, all applied. Okay, and you can see like some more in scope and display version revision information also. So this is what you can check, and just close it. On all computer you can check, even on SCCM you can find the same thing. You need to run command rsop.msc, so it will calculate. So in further video I will show about it once they are connected and downloaded all the components. So here I'm running, and you go to property of this SCCM server, and again you can find firewall. I had created 2020 and applied. So this is how we can set up client. This is this machine only. So until it is not green, we cannot do anything. And now it is like you can take remote of this machine from here if you want to take. I will show you how to manage all these things in coming up videos in detail. So till now this much information only. This installation is successful. Only thing is just 2 machines, so it will take a couple of minutes or hours, you can say. It is depend on RAM capacity of your machine system. So downloaded, once again going on. Simply you can verify from here. If it is gone, it will take some time, and after some time it will show you. Only thing I need to check this, so I will be checking it. So guys, I hope this video is informative. We successfully deployed all the 4 steps, like create firewall group policy, enable client post from site, add distribution point to boundary group, deploy SCCM client to all systems. And for further previous videos, you can subscribe to channel and watch how I had made this setup successfully. So see you in next video. In next video we'll be seeing how we can deploy like network boot, how to set up network boot, PXE boot. So till then, bye bye.